Alright, we're back, and I'm now showing you what I do if I happen to not get spark to the engine. So, it's going to consist of your flywheel with magnets on it, and then your coil pack right here, which would in turn give you spark through this wire to your spark plug that goes into the head like that. So if we're not getting spark, I take it off, I turn it around to see if this is rusty where the magnets are, and if it is, just take some real fine sandpaper and rough these up until the rust is all gone. And then what else I like to do is take off the coil pack, and I'll show you how to do that now. There's 2 screws on them. And there's also, a lot of the times, the on and off switch will hook to this tab right here. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. And it's just the 2 screws to take the coil pack off. Sometimes there's a little spacer in between the actual engine body and this. You want to make sure to put everything back as it came off. And then you have these 2, I think it's a magnetic pickup, and that'll cause your spark. A lot of the times these get rusted out. It's just steel. So if they're rusted up, chances are you might not be able to get spark. So take the same kind of sandpaper, real fine sandpaper, and scuff these up until there's no longer rust on them. And then once your flywheel has no rust on it, and neither does the coil, you're going to want to install it just the way it came off. So you're going to put that bracket back, which is new to me because I don't see that a whole lot on these. Now a lot of the times the holes here will have, they're slotted instead of a perfect hole. And the reason for that is so you can adjust how close to the flywheel and how far away to the flywheel this will be. This one doesn't seem to be moving too much, so that's probably good. But what I usually end up doing is I'll take a pack of playing cards, I'll take one card out, and I will put it in between the magnet part and the coil. Sometimes it's hard to get in there. But you don't want the coil pack touching the magnets. That's the reason why I do this. I use the card as a spacer in between. And you want to put it on the magnet part. And then tighten your screws up. Yep. You're going to want to put it in your screwdriver and then tighten up by hand. just a good, just snug, so it don't move on you. And then now you can take your playing card out of it and then spin the flywheel. Make sure it's not touching your coil, which this one is not. Nice and quiet. So then you can put the spark plug on, put it back together, pull start it to make sure it has spark. I've never had one of these go bad on anything. Sometimes they do, but I haven't. So if everything's clean, you should be getting your spark. So what I'll probably do next is, I have everything written down. I did the compression test in my last video. I did what to do if you're not getting spark in this video. The next one, I'm going to do a carb cleaning and then a fuel line change, and then everything should run. I figure while I have this one, you can look down here. This is where your carburetor hooks onto. This is your inlet. If you rotate your flywheel, you can see in there if your piston is scored up or if the cylinder walls are scored up. This one seems to be alright. It's a dual ring piston. You can also, if you choose to, take off the exhaust side, and you can also rotate the flywheel to see if there's any scoring in there, which a lot of the times I do. I'll check that out. So that's the end of this video. The next one we'll probably be doing is checking fuel lines and then the carb. So thanks for watching.